Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dregn Durant here at the SE0088. Well, it's been a hot minute, and I know my last video, the audio was in an interesting situation. So hopefully today will be better. Definitely sorted out some of the changes that I had made to
Our
my audio.
city must be reclaimed.
Quiet. I'm trying to broadcast over here. But we're going to be playing some Helldivers too, jumping in very casually. The irony is I spent half of this morning working, and it turns out we have a holiday. So yeah, I was like, man, it's so quiet today. Where is everybody? It's like where nobody's half the people have the day off, and what am I doing here? But it's all right. I had some work to do, so we managed to get that out of the way. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump into it. We're going to be diving. We're going to be hiding ourselves as well, just to get as many frames as possible. Go ahead and close out of VTube Studio for my avatar. So there's that. And all right, what are we doing today? We're going to be playing some Helldivers. And how are we playing Helldivers? So I've been in this interesting habit of trying to find a loadout that I enjoy that isn't my kind of go-to loadout. So I want melee to work. It's just melee is so hard to use. Like, you can get it off on some bugs, you can get it off on some illuminated. Robots are kind of hard to get melee off on, and combat hatchet is the best one. I'll fight you for it. But yeah, good damage, good speed. Range isn't the best, but you attack fast enough where you can manage it. Plus it looks pretty badass. But I saw the machete in the store, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. Let's see how that works. It does seem to be a bit slower, but it is also appears to be the only melee that does medium pen. So not really sure how pen matters for that, but we'll see. And then for my weapon, I've maxed out pretty much everything that I care about, right? Anything that has like a special magazine or attachments that, you know, it changes the weapon. Never been a fan of shotguns, so I don't really mess with those too much. Crossbow, I want to get leveled up eventually, but you only get a scope difference, so it's whatever. Same thing goes with the Torture, right? It's just colors. You don't actually even get any attachments, which begs the question, like, why does the accelerator rifle not have like color options when the Scorch or Torture does? So, but anyways, today, as the title suggests, we're going to be playing with the Deadeye Marksman. Fun little weapon, little pea shooter. Not the best weapon on difficulty 10s, which is pretty much what I play exclusively now whenever I'm running around solo in pugs or whatever. But yeah, it's getting close, right? 5 more levels and I'm done with this, and who knows if I'll ever mess with it again. But after that, we'll figure out something else. But today, I'm still kind of enjoying this. I have a little setup right now where I really just run around. I got peak physique just for the melee. Got kind of this little, you know, commando look. So it's all right. We'll see how it goes, right? But anyways, let's find a group. I think our mission is still automatons. So looks like everyone's here. All right, we'll go here.
The bots
Find a group.
this planet with their mechanized brutality.
Audio is
dive to the surface and end this.
smudge loud in the game, isn't it? I wonder, can I... It's gonna kick me out if I try to edit it right now. So we'll come back to audio settings. Might need to lower the volume a little bit. Seems a bit loud.
Coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
All right, so I almost always take experimental infusion now. If no one else is taking it, it's just good. You know, speed boost, damage reduction, gives you healing. There's nothing not to love about that. My typical loadout is a supply pack on difficulty 10s and then whatever I want. Generally, I might take a support weapon. Usually for bots, I'll take commando just because I like the versatility of it. And then, are we up? What are we up against? We are doing some destruction. So we'll take a laser to try to take out some of those. It can come in clutch sometimes, right? And then I'll take a turret just for some utility. Now the question is, do I want to take something that can deal with big boys like Striders and whatnot. Probably. So we'll go with that.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat.
Okay. You know what? I could turn the game volume down through OBS, but I'm a little worried that you guys are going to hear feedback from my headset. Yeah, it is pretty loud, right? So let's maybe drop this down where the music caps right around here. I don't know. I'm no audio engineer. It still eludes me sometimes. All right. Nice. We got a detector tower close by too, that's always fun to deal with. I'm so sad that they nerfed the ultimatum. Like, I just don't understand when or why to take it anymore.
Requesting sentry. Backpack inbound.
All right. Once that supply pack comes down, we will be good to cause some damage here. All right, let's do it. Gotta go fast. Why is no one going after this tower? No, someone is over there. Oh! I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, hello. Did I get the, I can't tell if I got it on there or not. Can I get around? Tactical positioning. Dude, what happened to my thermite from here earlier? Maybe nothing quite happened. What shot at me down here? So, supply pack, I use it pretty aggressively just to get grenades and, you know, meds when I need it. Who's here with me? You are out of... Stop moving. Did I get him? What the fuck? Oh. What the? Why can't I give him a refill? Why can't I interact with you? I can't.
Southeast, 50 meters.
Reinforcing.
So one of the things I don't like about the Deadeye is it seems to shoot higher than the reticle, which is problematic when you're trying to be precise. What happened? What is going on, dude? What happened to my to the hell bomb? And actually, I'm not losing packets. What the hell is going on, dude? Holy, that lag. Wow. Servers are a struggle sometimes in this game, I swear to God. Okay, where's my... Okay, those are all getting picked up. Oh my gosh. Did that guy get called down? He did get called down, okay. Alright, I'm on my own, it looks like. Everyone else is pretty far away. What's that? That is a beacon? What do they call those? A little flare? Signal flare, right? Calling in allies. Oh, gosh. You sniping son of a bitch. You take one of these. I also like sentries a lot because they... Oh, there's a thing right here in front of me. So sentries are cool because when you're trying to play more stealthy, they actually serve... Oh my god, this gun pisses me off sometimes. What was I saying? So this... So sentries are good because with the way AI logic works, it will actually help distract them. If you, as long as you don't engage the enemy squad or whatever.
Say hello to democracy.
I got him, right? I did. Alright, you stay up there. You keep doing your thing.
Hell bomb armed. Clear the
Alright.
area.
We are on a roll. Okay, I guess this one I'll just shoot it. And that should take care of that. That takes care of that. Alright, I am now moving up to... Ooh, there's a thing right here too. Man, I'm just bumping into everything. One was enough. Let's go. I know there were some dudes behind me, but they are distracted. Okay, we're doing okay. So far, this isn't overwhelming like 10s usually, or half the time can be. Okay. Come on. Ah, this thing's so inconsistent sometimes. Sometimes it'll take him out in like 2 shots. Sometimes it takes up to 4. Same thing with headshots. Again, I think the aim, the sway on this thing for a marksman rifle is really not great. See, look at that. Oh, what? Where did that bullet go? What the? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It really frustrates me sometimes. See, look. What? I don't even get it anymore. What was that? Yeah. See. So you can one tap. It's just it's so nuanced with the. Come on. Are you out of missiles?
Reloading.
There you go.
Got a sample.
You by yourself? Ooh.
Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
The AI in this game could be better. I mean, it's basic enough. Oh shoot, they saw me.
Requesting sentry. Sending down sentry.
Yeah, see, so when they detect you, you could drop a turret, and they get distracted by the call-in. And also, if the turret shoots at them, right, they immediately aggro, you know, whoever shot at them. Which, if it turns out, if the squad, the whole squad aggroes. Which is why stealth and sniping in this game just feels bad. It just is not what you would think it is, because every unit there's individual what is it, like patrolling units, and then there's like patrolling squads, if I recall. I'm pretty sure most units are in squads though. I don't remember how many
At 30 minutes remaining.
smaller units that there really were anymore. Ooh, hello. Maybe, you know what, I still have quite a few of these. Let's drop an orbital. That'll help take care of that. I still have 2 bullets for this, so you know what? I want to... Oh, hello. Yeah, risk playing with fire against this guy. Okay. Alright. Nothing else over there. That's fine. There's plenty over there. What are you talking about? Yeah, the laser, the big body was just covering it up. Alright. Oh gosh, I'm surrounded. Oh.
Calling in reinforcements.
What happened to you? You just got melted, it looked like. I guess I'll actually... Yeah, this thing's ready.
Requesting
We'll go ahead and just top off.
Another step towards galactic liberation.
How are you dead?
Extract when ready.
Alright, so we're topped off. And I get a full pack again. I don't know, dude. Like, not having to rely on the supply drop and having supplies on your back at every time. It's so convenient. There's so much you can do with it. Especially if you're spamming meds or spamming grenades. Just having the on-demand refill is so unbelievably nice.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Which makes it really hard too, because I wish like the shield items, the directional and the ballistic, were support weapons that maybe attach to your shoulder rather than being a backpack slot. I think that'd be so much better. Oh, that's right. This is not a game that has Shift to hold breath.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Go. Look at that guy wearing the red armor. Did I ran into your bullet? Oh. That must be how they died earlier. Okay, let's see. Let's call this here. Let's call one of these here. Let's also call one of these up here. And then we will call the extract. Here we go.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Oh, hello. I see you. God, the scopes in this game are so basic. What is that? What is that? What is that? That looks like a... Oh my god, this gun pisses me off. It's really satisfying. I like the sound effect. It's just, it's not great. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this gun. I've been using it. It's cool. I like it. It's fun. But, so frustrating. It's just inconsistent. I think that's the biggest problem. Either that or I'm just bad. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe it would help if I had the armor that reduces recoil. Like, is it the recoil though? Is that the problem? Or maybe I'm overcompensating. I don't know. I do play on a pretty high DPI because I'm old. And I just never got used to the whole swing your entire arm to be more accurate. I just never got the hang of that. That's a conditional thing and it's not natural. Plus, you know, half the time you just didn't grow up with a desk space for that. Come on.
Reloading. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
It's also frustrating when you're trying to reload, but you really... It'd be nice if... nah, that's asking for too much. I was gonna say, it'd be nice if the reload could be done more, like... what's the word for it? Like active reload? Is that the word? Where I could reload, you know, bullet at a time while I'm still using my scope.
Budget depleted.
Get in! Get in! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The explosion! Dive! He died! Did I get him? What happened?
Another sweeping victory for Superbird.
Alright, that wasn't too bad. It did not feel like a difficulty 10. Bit curious. What do we want to do for these streams, though? I mean, because... it's tough because I don't really stream as much anymore because I'm working again. That takes up a lot of my time, a lot of my energy. And then we have the nonprofit, which is doing all right. You know, Project Hivecore, it's growing slowly, but I'm okay with slow. It's, you know, you got to grow it right? Can't rush it, especially if you want it to survive 10, 20, 30 years. So, yeah, that's progressing. Not looking forward to tax season. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I have mixed feelings about this year's taxes just because, one, I'm going to actually have some financial history to show with Project Hivecore, but also, yeah, I got to do a lot of work with that, and I got to, what was it, 12? No, like 15, 14, 15? I have to double check what the current count was. Members with, I think, about 10 or 12 of them that are going to be needing 1099s that I have to fill out, so that shouldn't be too complicated to do. It's just, you know, I've never done it before, so you know, we'll figure it out as we go, I suppose. But yeah, it should be good. I'm pretty stoked with the progress that we're making. It's slow, right? It could be faster, but it's manageable right now, which is, I think, what's more important, right? Let's make sure we can sustain it. Dungeon Road, the other project that I'm working on, more of a passion project to make a game. In a okay state, but not in a complete state, because I have some dilemmas when it comes to the core of the game, and then when it comes to the, what is it, the supporting mechanics and how they kind of blend together. So that's something that'll take some time. But the good news is that I had a weekend of obsession, and I basically made a game over a 72-hour window. And it's actually pretty much done. I already have a playtest group. I got a second one being planned. I'll probably release it as like a lighter weight version of Dungeon Road, but I'm excited for it. It's maybe a week or two out before I, really make an announcement for it. So, but Kieran, dude, what up, man? It's been a while. You have not seen me in a while, and if you did happen to catch my last one, my audio was so scuffed. It was just me. I forgot to capture Discord and what we were playing, so it's just like me talking to myself. It was super funny to watch and a little cringy, but yeah, it's unlisted. It's in one of the playlists if you want to see the silliness. But yeah, how you been? It's been a good time. Yeah, audio and me it just does not work. It's so frustrating. But yes, we are enjoying the Helldivers. Funny work story, because I know you're a working man too. But I was wondering why work was so quiet today when I got on, and it turns out today's a company holiday. And I'm just like, oh, that explains a lot. Yeah, working a lot too. Yeah, I understand. It is the world we live in. Also, depending on the field, right? I mean, some folks are struggling for work because a lot of companies are like downsizing and whatnot. It's tough. Definitely tough. But we make it work. All right. So yeah, what did I cover just now? It was the nonprofit, work, couple of game projects that are more just passion projects, and then yeah, end of year coming up already. Holiday season's upon us. Halloween's already October, right? Yeah, officially. And then there's a turret right there. I hope it doesn't look at me. We're safe. All right. Thankfully, Helldivers, right? Super easy to just kind of jump in, enjoy for a couple hours, maybe less. Who knows? Do I want to drop this? Ooh, I do not want to drop that. Nothing big right now. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will drop that. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Oh boy. Okay, time to boogie out of here. Oh wait, we're doing a defend mission. Ha! I probably should have read what we were doing here. That's usually a pretty smart idea. Fiscal year ended. We got destroyed this. Ooh. Yeah, I live in California, right? So it's like I'm used to getting taken advantage of. It's my life. It's the life we sign up for, to live in this beautiful state that I question if it's as beautiful as I remember it. Okay, I might need a little more zoom to deal with these. Although they're not looking my way. I forget, can I snipe the eye of... No, I don't think I can. Pretty sure. Oh, we got some dudes behind us. Yeah, I did not bring the right loadout for this mission here. What is that? Tank? Nice. Oh, and we got dudes over here. Where are my bullets? We were getting trained, new system end of year. Did not... Oh, yeah. You know what's crazy is, a lot of organizations are, bringing on new systems. They're trying to consolidate, what their tech stack looks like, right? Their tools and whatever solutions that they use. And there's also a lot of changes I'm noticing because, my job in particular, I get to see a lot of different businesses and kind of what their priorities are and what kind of, from the security perspective, right? But I get a good idea of the industry as a whole, we'll say. At least in the tech sector. No, that's not true. Tech business unit, but multiple different sectors. And yeah, there's definitely like a, what's the word that we use? Some folks are going through like this cloud transformation, right, where they're adopting more SaaS finally. You know, only about 6 years later than the general industry, but it's all right. And then some organizations are also looking at modernizing. There's a lot of people who are concerned about like post-quantum cryptography, which allegedly is going to be here in the next, 3 to 6 years, I think is the benchmark that I've been hearing. So, I don't know, dude. The industry as a whole is all over the place. So you feel like, life is a little chaotic? Well, everything is. It's just, how well are you managing the stress? It's one of those situations, too, where sometimes I wish I didn't have responsibilities at my job, so I could just enjoy an easier life, but it just doesn't pan out. What can you do? So, oh! What killed me? What was that? I just went pop. I popped as if I had explosives on my back, but that was a weird death. Your job starting to use AI? Yeah. I have mixed feelings because I know like the VTubing and artist and creator space is not a fan of AI, but like what people need to understand is AI is inevitable because business deems it so, right? So the question is, how do we work with it? How do we ensure people don't get taken advantage of, right? Like the focus of the conversation needs to be shifted as in, it's going to happen, what are we going to do about it? Not, oh, let's complain loud enough and hope it doesn't happen. Like the decision's already been made. So, yeah, I understand. I think every tech business is looking at AI in some capacity, whether that's through replacing programmers and writers, or marketing, or note-taking. Note-taking is getting used a lot. Trying to summarize, for efficiency purposes or whatever their reasons are for introducing it. But yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic, but I'm also skeptical because I think we pursue AI for the wrong reasons. Oh my god. Okay, that was a risky move. I should have stimmed before running in there, but no, that's what I mean. Like Horde for accounting, yeah, like without it, like in security, one of the things that I often talk about is, as much as people like the idea of like a system doing automatic, say, remediation, right? Like a machine based on code and logic will act for the user, right? And AI, people are looking at AI to do that. Be like, oh yeah, AI, review these, this data, and based on our, trends, make a decision and resolve it for me. But the problem is, right, and this accounting, I think, falls into this example. It's like, okay, well, what happens if there's a false positive, right? And especially what happens if that false positive triggers a series of events that fundamentally makes enough significant changes where undoing it becomes problematic, right? And like in accounting, that could mean, big fees because you did something wrong, or maybe you didn't file something that you were supposed to. In healthcare, that could mean, somebody getting diagnosed incorrectly and potentially lives being risked. In utility and infrastructure, that could mean, a part of the grid gets shut down because AI is like, oh yeah, this just requires a reboot, but they didn't have the logic to, spin up a bunch of services after the. It's a big can of worms. So, but obviously, right, business leaders and stakeholders and the market and marketing, I should say, they all like the story of AI, what it could do, the what ifs, right, of the maybes. And gosh, when you proceed with those thoughts without kind of a general plan, there's bumps, and it's a little scary when you know how it works behind the scenes. It's like, is it as robust as you think it is, though? Like, is it gonna work out? One of the things I'm noticing too is there's a lot of extra diligence being done with testing. I almost feel like we're almost seeing like a resurgence of QA because QA totally died many years ago and people just don't want to admit it. But like quality assurance, quality analysis, all that goodness, yeah, it's coming back, but with the same capacity of like, oh yeah, you got two guys doing all the work for this department. You guys also need to start testing. But I don't know. Conversations in general have been good. It's just the speed. I feel like we're in this pattern where everything's trying to evolve and grow and accelerate at the speed of machines, but you know, humans are not machines. It's like, what is it like in certain fantasy tropes, right? Like the undead armies, they could work day and night without getting tired. It's like that's what they want from us. It's like, please stop it. But we'll see. Use AI, go for it. Comes to go for where you work, super sketchy. Well, government's trying to introduce it, one, because it'll reduce the labor force, I'm sure, for one, right? Cost reduction. But then also the people who try to sell to the government, you know, let's be real. Some of these organizations out there, right? They sell to the government because they're like, oh yeah, we get a government contract. We're basically set for life. Right? They basically will support us. They'll buy our services. We'll sell them our products. It'll be, especially if it's annually recurring, it's a golden ticket for some folks. So government has to be extra diligent with this stuff, and yeah, confidence there is a little sketch sometimes. Oh yeah, our new system found a lot of issues. Yeah, company's okay. Yeah, but the process has kind of evolved, right? Compared to, say, plus or minus a few years pandemic era, right, where things were just kind of like, shove it through, don't worry about it. Like, we'll deal with it later. But yeah, the creative scene though, we'll see what happens. I always draw back to the story when it comes to AI and like artists, right, where I remember when the whole no AI movement was in full swing. I was listening to some podcasts from some older gentlemen, you know, who grew up when Photoshop was brand new, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, people didn't like Photoshop. Like the whole idea of being able to stitch things together and modify them was like taboo when Photoshop came out, apparently. And like people were getting fired from their jobs, people were getting failing grades. It's like, oh wow, like today's generation wouldn't even understand what that might have felt like. But I don't know, if you have an open mind, you can kind of get it. Another company, Coastal Cloud, using software called Salesforce. I know all about Salesforce. So many companies use it, especially if there's even a smidgeling of a Salesforce at the company that is using it, right? Coastal Cloud, though, I'm not familiar with, but I imagine with cloud in the name, you're doing a lot of either data kind of storage or processing, or what's it called? Coastal Cloud. These are consultancy using. Oh, okay, interesting. Data and AI. So the name makes a lot of sense, but it's basically consulting, optimizing tools with a focus on a particular set of tools or verticals, as they call them. So that's cool. What in the world was going on with my audio? It almost sounded like I was in a free fall in space. I swear Helldivers is a lot more jank now than it was at launch, but maybe that's rose tinted. Where's my group? Wait, I dropped with the group and now I'm alone. Hold up. Let's just restart. I guess something disconnected. I did get that big lag spike in the last game, so maybe somebody's connection was bad. Or is it my connection? No, I don't have rendering lag, and I don't have encoding lag, so network on my side is the problem. YouTube not responding. Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? Man, my router, it's either my router or my ISP. I need to get that changed. It is causing problems. It's not helping. Now it says YouTube not receiving enough video making smooth streaming. You are full of crap, YouTube. I don't know if I believe you. Because I'd be seeing encoding lag, right? Am I misunderstanding how this works? It's been so long. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. We're just having a good time, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. What are we even doing here? We are sabotage. All right. We're gonna probably go with the same loadout just because it works, right? Commando's flexible. Backpack's backpack. Laser gun could, you know, realistically, I suppose, be swapped out for something else, but. Did someone bring a help bomb? Yeah, they did. Okay. Honestly, now that I've been using the supply pack for so long, I don't know how to play without it anymore. It is so convenient to be able to stim up and get grenades when you need it. Yeah, Helldivers is a... I can understand that because there's honestly not a lot going on progression-wise, right? You kind of just play it just to play it. Like... the artificial caps on resources is just a kick to the nuts. They don't really have anything to spend it on when you are maxed out or capped out. So I totally get, you know, losing interest in this game. But for me, it works just because it's a very easy pick up and play, right? You just kind of jump in, you pick a loadout, you go shoot some stuff. It's sometimes very cinematic and rewarding, and sometimes it's a little chaotic and stressful, but it's all right. Why can't I ping this? There we go. But what else? It's I also don't have like a whole lot of games that I play anymore. Like I don't really buy games. I haven't really bought games in a few years now. Half of the games that I bought in the past 4 years were gifted to me. Like I don't know. I feel like what is it? I feel like I'm not really a gamer anymore, which is kind of sad to say because I've always kind of identified as a gamer, and then now that I, you know, am back at work and doing the nonprofit thing and trying to design a game, my time to play games and my interest to kind of grind out new games is just non-existent. Like I have no patience for JRPGs. I got no patience for story games. Like if the story isn't like voice acted and just kind of natural to the progression of the game, like I have no patience for it. It's bad. So pick up and play a game like Helldivers actually works really well for me. Oh, come on, get inside. Oh, hello. And then what else do I play on occasion? Helldivers is one game. I'm blanking. See, I don't even have so many games that I can't even think of games I play. Oh, Escape from Tarkov. I started playing Escape from Tarkov offline, the PvE mode, which has been pretty nice because again, another more casual pick up and play kind of game for me. Doesn't really require a whole lot. Because it doesn't do the wipes, right? Because the PvE doesn't have requirements for wipes. I can kind of just, you know, progress at my own pace. It's actually been really nice. Transition from gaming into movies. That's a thing. You know, people do that, right? You become, you just watch movies. You go Netflix and chill, as they say. Which, speaking of Netflix, I heard Netflix is having some problems, which I totally understand. You know, fuck those guys. Got a little too greedy and started making their... Every company does this, which is so frustrating. Just like, be good at what you do. Make it a little better, sure, right? With features, functionality, user experience. But from the perspective of, you know, oh yeah, we're making this better. Like, they make things better because marketing says it's better, or because they're, I don't know, because the industry, right, goes through cycles of, oh yeah, now it's time for a new user experience. Like, don't change what hasn't been broken, right? But anyways, I went on a tangent there with Netflix. YouTube movies has been my go-to now. Like, I don't pay for subscriptions. I just occasionally check YouTube movies when I'm bored, and it's like, oh, this movie's on. Also, like, Hell's Kitchen is like one of the only shows that I watch besides a couple others, and YouTube has Hell's Kitchen on there, so I'm like, oh, nice. Or Hell's Kitchen? Yeah, Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, all that goodness, right? So actually, if you haven't checked out YouTube movies and you have an ad blocker to skip the ads, like it's actually kind of been better than my memories of Netflix. Netflix might have the selection, but yeah, I don't know. It's the world we live in. Xbox greedy. Yeah, no. Microsoft is the wolf in sheep's clothing. They are worse than people understand. Did I never call in my backpack or anything? I guess I haven't. I'm getting too distracted. Chat, if you did. It's so much better than Hell's Kitchen. Cutthroat Kitchen. I don't think I have, but I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Now that you've mentioned it, right, I'll probably spot it next time it pops up on an ad or something. There's a name for that. Where you like start noticing things because it came up and it feels like, oh, all of a sudden. But no, it's always been there. You just never noticed. What is the word for that? No big if you don't know. I'm not really using this gun as much as I thought I would. I mean, I guess fighting bots in the city isn't really great. I was definitely using it a lot more when it came to Terminids. I think the last major mission was with Terminids, so... But also, yeah, you know what? I can't see anything. Oh, you almost walked right into that, buddy. That knockback from that stratagem is way too much. Can't do anything. Oh, there's another one. Come on, headshot. Oh, I hate this gun. I like this gun, but I hate this gun. I like the handling and the sound effects and all the little knickknacks with this gun. I like the lever action. I like the bullet reload. I don't like how it handles. That's my problem with Helldivers too. So many of the primary weapons just feel like they suck. Like, why am I using this primary weapon? Can I just not take a primary weapon and just use 2 support weapons? Gosh. It's also a little confusing to me too, because a lot of the light penetration guns, it's like, what's the point? Especially once you're playing at like difficulty 7, 8, 9, 10, where everything has some form of like medium pen armor that's required, or medium pen weapon piercing that's required. Sometimes it feels like the game's against you, but I don't know. You play around it, I suppose, and you get used to it. Yeah, what else have I been playing, dude? I haven't really been playing much. Like, that's the problem. I guess I do occasionally jump into, what is it, Warhammer Darktide, which has been alright. Kind of in spurts whenever, you know, you get kind of that itch to play some 40k. Darktide's been great for that. Forever Winter's still a game I'm keeping a close eye on. Definitely grinded that one out when it was in that early access for a while. It's a really fun game, super thematic. Definitely want to bring that back to the stream at some point whenever I do rarely stream. Space Marine 2, I have the same problem with Space Marine 2 that I had in Space Marine 1, which is the game feels sluggish to play, which turns me off. Like, I'm okay with slow gameplay. Like, I love me some Mech Warrior, for example. Like, I like that slow, but it needs to be, like, deliberate. And Space Marine doesn't feel deliberate. It feels sluggish, yeah. Which, I had the same problem in Space Marine 1, and eventually just got in kind of a rhythm and banged it out. But Space Marine 2, man, really wanted to enjoy it. Love the looks and thematics of it, but the play feel. I definitely lean on the feeling of the play more than anything.
Mission coordinates locked.
Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm pretty sure I have.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Off the top of my head, I don't recall though. Dungeon Crawl. If I see an image, I'll probably recognize it. Actually, wait, is this a book? Oh, it is a book. Not a game. No, I have not heard this then. Funny you bring up books because I had recently gotten back into some audible, some audiobooks. Fourth book. Yeah, you gotta love it when you find a book where you're just like, you go through it, you're like, oh, that was really good. Oh, there's more? And then you jump right in, right? And next thing you know, if you're listening into the background during commutes or while working or whatever the reason, it's like those books will disappear. I definitely, when I was traveling a lot for work, I used to listen to audiobooks all the time in the car for traveling to customers and then also in planes. And gosh, I think there was a couple years where I'd gone through like dozens, like multiple dozens of books just through that. What do I want to bring? I mean, that's the problem too, is like I feel like I take the same load at every time, which I kind of do. Let's go with yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Pretty simple loadout. Lets me kind of run around, do my thing. Alright, Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'll definitely add that to my list. As long as it's on Audible. I really don't dick around with a bunch of different platforms, but Dungeon Crawler Carl, there it is. Alright, I will bookmark that. That might be why it looked familiar too, because I was like 3 days ago looking through the Audible store for like new. I really like lit RPGs, right? Those literature RPGs. And Dungeon Carl sounds like it's a lit RPG to me, or at least something akin to it. Start on Audible. Okay, yeah. So there we go. Nice. There's quite a few good series out. Oh, okay. See that thing? The range on that thing's pretty ridiculous. Where are we? Wow. I guess I will go where that guy is. Oh, he's dropping an orbital. A webtoon, nice. We're a little spoiled out here in the Western world because if I recall, like a lot of Eastern. Like novels and other things for progression purposes, right? Like they grow. What was over here?
Objective located. No, never mind.
Yeah, that was bound to happen, dude. You should have. Oh, nice. He got his thing off. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So a lot of Asian cultures, right? I'm pretty sure, they have this system. And maybe I'm just not familiar in the West, but they have this system where it's like, oh yeah, you make a visual novel, and then you get like a comic artist or a manga artist to basically visualize your novel, and then that when that story becomes more well known, or when a producer sees potential, that's when like a animated adaptation comes into play. Or a one-time OVA or a movie, right, gets made. Oh! Where was oh, it's behind the smoke. God darn it. There's a turret right there looking right at me. I missed that. But in the West, I feel like a lot of the stories I hear of things getting made into like a adaptation, it's like you have to pitch it, right? Which, I don't know. Maybe it's the same where they both have the option to be pitched, but I feel like there's more of a lean on like discoverability on the Eastern side, and I wonder how available those opportunities are in the more Western markets.
Heavy, south, 50
but
meters.
then again, it could just be ignorance, right? I might just not know because I'm not super immersed in that world. But that's cool. More power. We love it when people find success. Oh my goodness. I can't see, dude. I can't. Oh my god, and I got guys behind me. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, dude! Please! Where is this guy? Alright. And somebody took my pack? Oh my goodness. I would like to leave, please. Somebody must have taken my pack. Oh, come on. Alright, time for the machete. Bitch. Bitch. Oh! Wow, he just like point blanked me, huh? That one is stuck. No, my backpack's still back there, allegedly. Where is it? I need that. I want that. And that's important to me. Backpack, where are you? Should be like right in here somewhere. But where? Why am I not seeing it? It should be... Oh, what the? Up there.
Bot asset destroyed.
Did I die up here? Or did it get thrown up here? No? I don't know. Oh, I have it now. Okay, where are we even going next? We need to go to... I can't even open the map while I'm reloading this gun. Please, game. Okay. You know what? Let's go help out way over there. Nice. Okay. Making it out. I love how there's little parks everywhere. Although this is this might be the first one I've actually seen that's not a part of one of those destroy the squid ship missions where the giant orbital cannon is in the ground underneath a children's park. Is that next to me? It is next to me.
Making progress.
I was like, wait a minute. I hear something. That that sounds like a hell bomb. I thought I had scanned the map and I didn't see J2 nearby, so whoops. Whoops. Hey Kieran, are you... If you're still tuning in, are you familiar with the releases that are happening on Project Hive Core's channel? Just not holding it to you, just curious if how apparent it is, because I know you're loosely following what we do, but oh, I'm going the wrong way. But I'm curious what I could do to maybe try to make it a bit more familiar. Because social media, I feel, is getting less and less attention nowadays. Right? I think people are starting to not necessarily burn out of social media, but I think there's a bit of a shift that has occurred because of the AI advancements that are happening in that scene. Maybe that's my imagination, but it definitely does feel like folks are a bit more... They're not putting as much weight on like social media in general.
Warning, you are leaving the mission area.
How close to the edge am I? Did that get him? No, I did not. Drunk.
Outpost cleared.
Oh man, I am running in just like a terrible avenue. Did I get that on me? No, I went over it again. I'm so bad. I feel like they changed the throwing arc of the grenades, because I used to remember trying to stick things farther away, you would have to kind of, you know, aim a little higher, but now it almost seems like it's what's the word? Compensating for your position. It's curious. Oh, we did. Should I just call it in? I think I'm just gonna call it in. Everyone else did all the work. I can't be super aggressive with this gun, which is another downside, right? I can't just go in guns a-blazing. Because how many shots does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 bullets. 8 bullets is... I suppose that's kind of accurate for this style of gun. trying to think. I think 6 was...
Outpost cleared.
Was it the Winfield? Oh man, I'm trying to draw back to like my Hunt Showdown days. Winfield
T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
rifle. What was the ammo capacity? Oh, Winchester. Winchester rifles, the IRL version. How much ammo was that able to hold? Because I know there's certain guns, right? You got a clip of 5 plus 1 in the chamber type situation. Should probably call in some stuff.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Requesting sentry. Requesting tac pack.
Grab that. So a... Oh, shit! Dove right into that. That could have ended poorly. Let's see here. Where did my browser go? Lever action. Winchester holds 7 rounds. What is it? 6 plus 1? Or is it actually it holds 7 rounds? So I guess if this gun holds 8 rounds, yeah, that's pretty standard, right, for what it's supposed to be.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
What is that? Oh, hello.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Did that get him? It looks like it did. Nice. Okay, these guys need some
Pelican 1 approaching
meds.
pickup.
Who's dropping a hell bomb? Oh, you got a backpack. Okay, never mind. Oh, all right. What time is it? I'm probably gonna go get some lunch after this. But man, I think maybe before we leave, we'll take a quick gander at
Budget depleted.
Project Hive Core's channel here. So I do want to highlight it. It is one of the things that I'm trying to work on with members and all that goodness, right? So let's see. Let's get that opened up on the background while we're getting closed out of here. Not too shabby. Again, easy, super easy games, right? Helldivers is just very easy. It's one of the few games I play. I enjoy it. It's very simple to kind of jump in. Difficulty 10s don't really make it easy to chat sometimes, but today, right, played a bit of a slower loadout. Didn't really capitalize on the Deadeye too much, and ended up just kind of running, doing objectives, which is kind of how difficulty 10 tends to work in my experience. You kind of just prioritize the objective, because if you spend too much time fighting, it's you could get into a bad like spawn loop with the enemy where they just keep calling in, and it just starts escalating, and it's just, yeah, it's fun, but very difficult to quote unquote win the game, right? Somehow I still had a lot of kills. That's probably because my turrets did work. Got to use the machete a couple times, which is nice, yeah. But yeah, Deadeye, fun gun. Definitely not meta, quote unquote, right? To play in high tiers of play. If the headshot was a little bit more accurate, which I think the problem is this gun has way too much sway, which is crazy because it says it has only 2, but it sure as hell doesn't feel like that unless the 2 value, you know, it sways more. If it's at, you know, 0 is none, 1 is a little bit, 2 is a lot, then it might matter. But anyways, I'm gonna say bye to these guys and then get out of here. That's good for me. Maybe next time we'll switch it up with a different game. I was looking at my channel history and I was like, you know what, we never finished what was that game? Not Forbidden West. Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Like we got to like 85% complete and just kind of left it there. So a part of me wants to close that out, right? Get some closure, finish the game, and then also eventually, you know, uninstall it because I've left it installed thinking to myself, hey, oh yeah, you know, we might play this at some point. So yeah, maybe we'll see some more Horizon Zero Dawn in the future. Again, I'm not really streaming much anymore. It's really just a periodic thing to, be out there, do some fun things, spend a little time gaming with the world, so to speak. Doing, what's that word that we use in the motorcycle communities? Ride together solo, something like that. It's a group ride, right? But you all came kind of on your own. You're not really, with a group. You might not even have like your headsets connected to each other. So it's really just kind of like enjoying the company of community, right? And that's kind of what streaming is for me at this point. It's just, the community that we're a part of, and I enjoy gaming still, as much as I know I struggle to call myself a gamer. And outside of that, yeah, just, being in this kind of public space, because, like, if we're being real, I do think, the world we live in is more digital than the older generations, and, some of even my generation seems to understand. And a lot of, young folks have figured it out. It's like, hey, you gotta have a presence online if you want to tap into what it has to offer. So it's a mixed bag, but we're okay with it. Live and let live. So, anyways, that's it for Helldivers. Now, while that is there, I do want to shout out, before we wrap up today, what we're doing with Project Hivecore. So, if I could remember, oh, there's my controls. It was minimized. Okay, so let me quickly here swap over my window to Project Hivecore's YouTube. There we go. And then my alignment for the bars are a bit messed up. Oh, you know what? It's probably because it's on the wrong monitor. Is that the reason why you're doing that? No, not really. All right, but anyways, right? Project Hivecore's website, obviously, it's out there. ProjectHivecore.org, right? Official nonprofit. What we're trying to do is help, smaller independent creators, those that really don't have like opportunities knocking at their doors, and really trying to build the community, right? We're growing slow. It's word of mouth. It's occasional scouting by me. And, we grow based on the funds that we have. Right now, I can support about 10 people. Maybe there's about 1 to 5 that can float, depending on how we allocate funds. This year was mainly focused on building the community up, and also really just starting to put our name out there, right? With a handful of members, and a little bit of outreach into certain communities. And next year, which is coming up in a few more, couple more months here, we're going to officially launch the Hivecore Network, which is, already starting to get some material. So we'll talk about that very briefly. But the Hivecore Network, right, is a subset of our community, or not a subset, but I guess we'll call it the face of our community, right? The public side of our community, which is, hey, if you are a community independent, member who likes to, bring the community together, shout out others, do, special collaborations, whatever. The Hivecore Network is community programming, essentially, that we want to highlight, showcase as part of a very old school Cartoon Network inspired kind of cable TV style, but we're going to do it on YouTube. And then Project Hivecore shares the same channel to right now, but it's more just the more goofy side projects, things that the nonprofit does and whatnot, right? So on the YouTube, right, this is our YouTube. It's Project Hivecore. It's, again, link is in our website, projecthivecore.org. Actually, you can see it right here. Our Ko-fi also has some works on there as well. The For You, I think, shows up based on who you're logged in as, so that won't show up for everybody. But currently, right, we have our old kind of legacy episodes from our pre-nonprofit days with our Cakewalk RPG and some artists getting together to draw stuff. I would love to eventually, right, add more community collaboration kind of content here. But as part of the Hivecore Network, we've launched, 3 members have launched kind of their efforts. We have one more launching hopefully by the end of this month. we have another one that should be starting by the end of the year. And then I'm forgetting somebody. Oh yeah, and then we have one more that is also, I believe, starting at the either end of this month or mid next month, right? So for the start of the next year, we should have at least 6 different episodes, or not episodes, but the categories here. So Ezebiel has made a little TTRPG group, right, with some of our members and maybe like 1 or 2 guest seats, right? That occurs once a month. Zenovia is doing a pop culture review monthly pop culture review, basically, of what they're, interested in. A lot of movie and shows and that kind of stuff. Manayu and Twig have decided to do a podcast, so they have a little podcast channel that they're making. And then for the future ones, we'll leave it kind of up to, when we do finally reveal them. But the goal here, right, is to create multiple playlists here for the Hivecore network for these different channels, some of which will be just directly hosted through our channel. Others might be hosted through another member's channel, right, depending on like the length of the video. So like if their videos go for like 2, 3, 4 hours long, that might be a little difficult for us. So yeah, we're gonna just promote them. Maybe realistically, now I think about it, the TTRPG maybe should be more under a community collab, because it's not really a Hivecore production, but he did spend some time to shout out Hivecore and, create like a little intermission to highlight the members that are involved. So that felt like effort to me that warrants kind of being involved in the Hivecore network, right? So, but anyways, yeah, if you want to support small independent creators, consider checking us out. Consider looking at, Ko-fi to support us. We are entirely crowdfunded is the goal. I support Project Hivecore for the initial kind of sustainable amount for that starting group that I mentioned earlier. But long term, right, we are looking to get about 20 grand a month from the community, which 20 grand a month from the community, what does that translate to from a $5 perspective? That is, I know it sounds like a lot, but from a business perspective, it's not. It's kind of what's necessary, right, for us to grow and support more and more creators month to month. But yeah, right now we're doing about 2 grand a month worth of funding that I provide, of which about 50% of that actually gets used. So we're going to have some growth for the next year.
Reminder.
But this is basically 10x that, right? So that we could really accelerate, get more members, increase production values. Actually, maybe try supporting some creators with editors, because those are some support is almost entirely transactional, right? It's very difficult to get like a collaborative partnership going with these folks. So editors tend to be one of them, where they're just kind of grinding out the hours of editing to make it work. So anyways, yeah, if you want to support small creators, this is kind of my good for the world that I'm trying to build. We have a little gallery here, right, of all the members that are with us so far, or have joined us at one point in time. So what is that? That's 12, 15. Yep, 15, which is pretty much the limit that I could support without additional community support, and also depending on funding, right? But anyways, Ko-fi to support us. Consider checking us out. There's more that will get posted here as we get more support and as we get more member activity online. So there's a lot that will be planned here. The YouTube, right? Subscribe to it. Project Hivecore. Start seeing kind of as members start putting content out. Check it out, right? Support them. That's kind of our goal. We want to create this little hub of the community. And then if you want to learn more about what we are, what we do, what our programs are, right? Check out our website, projecthivecore.org. I really should just add this to all of my descriptions so people could find it easily, because this is really kind of my main project right now, right? Besides IRL work, like what I do on the side is I'm trying to build this nonprofit over the next 10 years, which is, probably shouldn't have dropped that down, but oh well, whatever. But anyways, yeah, check out Project Hivecore. With that, we're going to wrap up today. Thank you all for tuning in, hopping on, checking us out, hanging out. If there's a particular thing that I've done in the past that you'd like to see again, let me know. Happy to consider it. no promises, but outside of that, yeah, I don't really need the support, but Project Hivecore really could use it. We want to help other creators and see cool things get made. See, don't just talk the talk. Let's walk the walk, right? What's that meme that goes around on the internet right now that I've been seeing more and more of? It's you just have to make it exist, right? You can make it better later. And a lot of folks have things that they want to make exist, but they don't take the steps to do it. We want to support that. We want to promote that. We want to encourage that. And as we work with these creators, right, we can help make things better as time goes on, assuming that they even enjoy it. Because one of the biggest challenges is, right, you think you're going to enjoy it, then you do it, then you're like, ah, shit, I don't like this. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Check out Project Hivecore. I appreciate you guys still kind of loosely supporting this channel. But yes, with that said, until next time. Yes, your patriotic responsibility. With that said, get out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye.